Hello everybody, my name is Javen_45 or the Mechanic, and in today's video we will be talking about Transformers Rise of the Beasts as we have some new CGI renders for some of the main cast. So let's just hop right into it. First off, starting with Stratosphere. He looks really good, as you can see. He transforms into a World War II-ish old-timey plane, a design that I really like that they went with on his CGI model here, is that he looks kind of old-timey. He's got that old-timey look since he transforms into an old-timey plane, and they gave him an old-time pilot cap that they used to wear in World War II. Another thing that you guys can see is that the nose of the plane transforms into his chest, but the windshield of the plane goes on his back. But overall, this design looks good. You have the back, so yeah, the back of the wing's definite. The back where the engine is definitely splits apart. You also have propellers here. They actually, on his robot mode, as you guys can see, they kind of bend down a little bit and wrap around the engine. And you can also see on the back of his calf, he has the landing gear for the plane. So yeah, Stratosphere looks very nice. Hopefully if we get a Studio Series toy, he'll be a Titan class, not a Commander class, because I think Titan class would work a lot more since of how big the jet is, and to be Studio Series likes to be in scale and robot mode, and how big the plane is. Because as you can see in that one shot in the Super Bowl trailer where Bumblebee is getting ready to jump out of Stratosphere, you can actually see the door come down and he can literally stand up in Stratosphere. I actually do have Studio Series Bumblebee here, and he's pretty big, so I would like him to scale with that maybe if we do get a Studio Series toy, which we eventually will, obviously. But on to the next one. So next up here is actually Transit. Transit, we have gotten rumors that he was going to be in the film. Then people were saying he wasn't going to be in the film. Also, Transit has the Terracon logo here, although on his forehead he does have a Decepticon logo, which I don't know about. But in the leaks and rumors, they were saying he was going to be a Decepticon. But let's get into the design. You can really see that Transit is a Michael Bay influenced Transformer, especially in the head area. He doesn't have that more humanoid head that based off G1 like the Bumblebee Transformers had in the movie. And although he does have human proportions, and he doesn't look like jagged metal, which is nice. No shade at Michael Bay, because I do love the Bay films and the designs. But overall, he does look good. You can actually see the wheels on the bus are on his knees. The two back wheels of the bus are on his knees. I think he transforms it to like a 6-wheel bus or something like that. I need to look it up. But overall, yeah, he looks pretty good. Here, the head kind of gives me Ant vibes. He kind of looks almost like a Beast Wars character in the head area. He actually has a giant hammer here. You can actually see he has a giant hammer. His arm transforms into a hammer. And he also has a regular hand. Now, if we were going to get a Studio Series toy of this guy, he either would need to be a Voyager or a Leader. Personally, because he transforms into a large bus, I personally have him as a Leader instead, or a Voyager. Who really knows, you know? You also got tail lights in the front lights and the overhead lights on his arms, the front lights on his chest, and on his thighs you have the back lights. Overall, Transit looks pretty good. On to Wheeljack. So here's Wheeljack / Pablo. People are calling him Pablo. You hit the head. I'm not going to complain about it. It's here. But overall, his design looks pretty good. He's got door wings like we saw in the trailer. The arms look like we saw in the trailer. The front of the van actually is on his thighs. And the seat belts wrap around the bumper part of the van, which actually is on his chest. which makes him look like he's having suspenders, which gives me Steve Urkel vibes. On his lower pelvis area, he has both back or front wheels. I'd have to say those are the front wheels. And on his biceps, we have the back wheels. Overall, Wheeljack looks pretty good. Nothing to really hit home about, as we talked about his design before from the deluxe toy. And on to Nighbird. So here's Nighbird. She looks pretty good. Overall, the design looks amazing. Now, yeah, on the deluxe toy, obviously it wasn't that accurate. Although she does have some brown, which never really bothered me on the deluxe toy. She does look a whole lot better here. Also has the jetpack as well, which, you know, we saw her flying in the trailer in the final battle snippet that they showed. Pretty good. The back of the wheels, heel wheels, basically. Jetpack looks pretty good. Front of the car, nothing for me to really go on about. As I've said before with Wheeljack, we saw kind of this almost similar design in the deluxe toy. Although she does have what looks to be parts of the car as shoulder pads. Parts of the car as shoulder pads. And also, I like the shaping of the brown parts on the legs and what looks to be suspension on the feet. The suspension for the wheels going all the way down to the feet. Looks good overall. So we actually do have more stuff to go over kind of a little bit, but I won't really be talking about the designs we've already seen. Although, like with Mirage here, he does have a battle mask. With Arcee, it's just a control art. In the chest, it has the lights, and the face and the helmet are a bit different, but overall, same design basically. Cheetor, we've talked about before. Again, he's really just in his beast mode. Airazor, this is not the official design for the movie, I don't think. I think this is just more control art. We also have Rhinox. Looks to be the official design for the movie. I may be wrong, and it may just be more control art. I don't know. Optimus Primal. Optimus Primal looks dope. He's got a... You can tell that he basically looks like he did in the trailer. He's got some fur poking out. I don't know how I feel about the fur. I would have preferred the fur to stay off, personally. But it's not. That's just a nitpick. Overall, the design looks pretty good. It looks pretty good overall. And we have Scouge. So, Scouge here. This is obviously control art. But let's start talking about it anyway. So, Scouge here. He's got the control art face, which I think is a different face than the one that's going to be used in the movie. But he's kind of still thin, but I don't really care about that. Although that blade does look incredible. I love the internal burning effect on him. Also, it kind of looks like cracks, like on his shoulder pad. You can actually see it kind of looks like the metal is cracked a little bit. And there's like this internal glow actually coming out of the crack. To make it look like it's basically... It looks like he's molten lava, essentially. It looks like he's basically molten lava with a bunch of metal strapped on with just a metal body. Or molten lava inside a metal body. And the metal body is cracking like magma in the rock, molten rock. And I think it looks really cool. I actually dig this aesthetic they're doing with the Terracons. Now on to Freezer. Freezer sweep looks amazing. Hopefully he does not die like Frenzy did in 07. But he looks pretty good. Looks kind of like a rabbit animal, and that's all I have to say. Okay, guys. That should be about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. It's Javen. This has been Javen. And goodbye. Oh,
every night is like a daze. But oh, I'm feeling crazy as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day.